Here we go again, shaving my son's calloused hands. I know we talked about maybe sanding them next time, but I haven't found any sanding solutions that'll work great yet. But I did find this FootLogic's callus softener, so this time around we're trying the callus softener, and it worked great. I'm so thankful. Thank you, FootLogic's. I'm going to have another conversation with their lead podiatrist again this week, talking about the difference between callus remover gel and callus softener. I'm looking forward to learning like the actual chemical differences and why I prefer the softener so much more to the remover gel. Probably because this is our actual skin, and to soften, like to liquefy the whole thing and try to remove it could be very dangerous, because then we would have no epidermis at all. So that's going to be my guess, but I'm really curious to have that conversation and hear what she has to say. In the meantime, we did the callus softener on his hands and it worked amazingly. Each hand barely took 30 minutes, including all the clipping and stuff at the end. So I have to say, this is an excellent solution, and he was very comfortable the whole time. We didn't have any cuts, any nicks, any problems at all. He was super relaxed too, because it glid off more comfortably. So I'm not having to like hold his hand so tightly or push, yay, stretch those fingers. I'm just able to do it really gently, and we had a really good go of it. I want to say that I know there are a lot of people out there concerned that this is probably not what I should be doing, and that perhaps I should be doing basically anything else because everybody's so scared of this blade. But I'm telling you, this is what a podiatrist would do. Maybe not with this tool, but they would do it just the same. A podiatrist or a dermatologist or any doctor who would treat skin like this, they would come in with a softener and with a blade to take it off and get it low so that you have functioning, sensitive hands again, because when it grows really thick, it's not sensitive anymore. You can't feel anything, and that can be a big problem. Also, when it gets really thick, it gets extremely hard to hydrate, so it becomes very dry, and then you have cracking, and that can lead in the extreme cases to bleeding and infections, and we don't want to go there. We want to take it off. So this really is the best solution that we can do, and I'm going to give that to him. I'm going to give him the liberty of having functioning, happy hands instead of hard, uncomfortable, non-sensitive hands, because that's worse in my opinion. A viral video company called Ultimate recently shared some of my videos of me shaving his hands on their Facebook page, and the comments were just outrageous. People saying that I should have CPS called on me because I'm not doing something safe. I'm I don't know, endangering him or hurting him. I mean, just give me a break. Seriously. I recommend this procedure to anyone who's willing to try. And of course, if you have never done it before, start gently. Do some sanding, do some urea cream and scraping, do some soaking and scraping, anything before you go straight in and shave, because your nerves will not be used to this type of sensitivity, and it can be really hypersensitive on the other end of shaving if you've never done it before. So user beware. But if you have been taking the skin down thin and your nerves are adjusted to higher sensitivity and lower skin, then this is another way to take it off. To each their own. Everybody's got their own methods. Most people I've met who have somebody told me recently, a doctor told me it's epidermolytic, not epidermolytic. So epidermolytic palmoplantar keratoderma, this is something you can choose. Most people with it choose to sand, but I find that makes the callus harder, makes it stiffer, makes it harder to moisturize. Whereas when you clip and shave, I find that you can moisturize just fine, and the skin stays soft all the way through growing back out again. So this is my personal experience, 20 plus years doing this exactly to my hands. I've never experienced the thickening of the callus. It's just not a problem. I do want to say, if you have epidermolysis bullosa, do not do this. Your skin is going to chunk off and probably bleed and be extremely painful on the other side. Also, if you have ichthyosis vulgaris or psoriasis, proceed with caution, because your skin is not the same. You may have hyperkeratosis, but it's not the same thing. It's on top of your skin, and it's growing in a different way, and it's going to be a lot more raw underneath. So just proceed with caution, use your common sense, talk to your doctor, but ultimately you got to do what you got to do. And his hands are happy. This is our skin. This is our epidermis. It is hyperkeratinized, but it's also our skin, and we can shave it off.